Are we on?
Should be.
Sometimes I just miss the
Technology.
way he says China.
China.
No, it's not on.
Nick was playing and Mike was somewhere, and I just went.
It says hurry.
Hurry.
Well, the door open.
Wait, I told you not to touch that.
You're out.
See you, boys. Yep.
All right, man. See ya.
Letter G.
Are you watching?
No, I missed made a little video. Jamie, why is your office bathroom nicer than all the other bathrooms in this place?
Your guys' bathrooms are way nicer than mine.
Yeah.
You have like a floating sink in there. Those are actually legal.
Well, you met Ricky Kelly, right?
Yeah.
That was his bathroom.
That's why it smelled like
Curtis won.
baking soda.
Curtis
Because I was
was.
first. I'm here first.
Well, if we lost everyone, I guess we shut her down, huh?
And that was the second time I caught crabs.
Oh, God.
You're not killing, right?
Whiskey problem.
You shave a path down the middle.
How many people were on
Set the
earlier?
sides on fire and stab.
150s.
How many we got now? Now we got one?
That's awesome. First.
50? We're getting there. Sorry, guys.
I don't see 50.
Don't know what happened.
I just see Curtis.
Finally went down.
I think Curtis is the only one. So Curtis, how you been, buddy?
Yeah.
Well, I think one of the questions we were asking was, hey, if
Hey,
you
type a
have...
message. It says type a message.
Enhance.
Well, that's for Randy to respond.
I know.
Time type.
Oh,
There you go.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa!
There we are.
Whoa! There we are.
Everyone needed a shot. Went blank. We're good now.
What does Sam have? A 128?
Wait a second, really quick. I just caught this one out of my eye. Neutral first setup. Give me a call. It
Yep.
is a Baker Grudge Box. Neutral first. We can make that happen if you like.
They are nice. We did one on
Well, Sam
Tucker's
Mooney,
bike.
he wants 150 foot-pounds of torque.
He's close.
He's 140 something. I mean,
He's got a 521 feeling, which is a torquey cam.
Nitrous.
Nitrous, yeah.
Nitrous.
well, he's what size
do it.
motor?
128, right? Sam, you built that.
Sam Mooney.
Yeah,
what
what's
size
the-
motor you got?
we could do it.
Man,
Just
just do a 135.
We'll just have to look at it, Sam. We'll pull up what build you have and see what tweaks we can do. We can
I
get.
think it's a 128, 520.
You know, back when you did that, like 4 years ago, 150 was a huge number. So
592.
now it's like Thursday.
Yeah.
128 kit. Or build the Harley 131 kit.
What?
Man, if you're gonna, it just depends on how much you want to spend, Brent. I would call Nick or Aaron, and we'll go over the details of what we can do on each of those setups for you between the Harley 131 and run it the way they have run it if we put a camshaft in it, and then why we recommend going to one of our 131s, which is the Harley 131 cylinder and our piston and ring setup, or go to a 128. There's a lot of different options there and different stuff we can do now and later down the road depending on what we go. So a little more discussion there to get you all dialed in.
Carl, I'll call you tomorrow. Your Baker is already in the bike, so that may complicate matters a little bit. But if you want to make that change, I can discuss if we can make that change.
There was they removed their ABS, I think, on a newer Softail, and was wondering if we can flash the BCM so that it doesn't show up on the instrument module. I'm not 100% sure if you can do that because it's all kind of tied to the BCM and the VIN number. But I'm not sure why you removed the ABS. I mean, it's a really, really good system to keep.
Probably trying to slide it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, for burnouts and stuff?
Burnouts and sliding it. That's how the soft tail.
Well, here's a
I
question.
mean,
Hey,
you could just unplug it.
Exactly. Yeah.
is it possible to upgrade the cam without losing overall gas mileage?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Depends who installs it, what cam you're running, how it's tuned. But yeah, MHP 45 cam in your bike tuned by us. Absolutely. Unless you're ripping from light to light, full throttle, and then you're going to eat more gas. But cruising at highway speeds, with that thing making more horsepower, it's going to be running 70, 75, 80 miles an hour easier than a factory tune. And in all reality, once we're done tuning, our fuel-air ratio,
It's on point.
it's on point. So I mean, it's right where the specs are, and the motor's happy. It's going to run cooler, everything.
He said ABS is for pussies.
I love ABS. This works
Well,
good.
hey, if ABS is for pussies, then dash lights are for men.
Well, maybe if John went riding.
Fuel Pack 3. Next.
Apple CarPlay be uploaded to a 2020 Road Glide.
If you have the new GTS radio, you technically can.
Well, I
right?
think with the 6.5, there is a radio upgrade that you can go to your local dealer and get some. I don't. It's not. It doesn't. It's not as inclusive as it is on a car. I know there's still limited stuff even with the GTS, but there is a patch for that on a 6.5. If you have a 4.3 radio, the small screen with the buttons on the side,
That little plug.
I don't know if that can be upgraded. I'm not
Unless
sure.
you purchase a whole new radio
Yeah, you
for
could,
the
you
bike.
could
can buy a
purchase the
whole new one.
GTS retrograde radio, and then absolutely.
Retune port intake.
What is the Aliart boombox?
Oh, yeah, this is Charles. I've been working with him for a hot minute. We tuned that bike here, and I think he's making some changes right now. Actually, I think I sent him a
Oh.
carbon trans cover.
It's that new intake.
Yeah.
It looks like a
Kinda like the
it's a
MJK.
triangle Harley or it comes in like the Harley Scream Eagle kit. It's got like that same triangle shape, but it's larger and thicker. It actually looks kind of cool. It's just a big unit.
Yeah.
My legs are way too thick for that air filter.
Yeah, I was talking to Robbie over there at Aliart, and his
makes some cool
father-in-law is Charlie at Branch.
Yeah, Charlie.
So they've
No
been
way.
flowing it, and the thing flows all the air. So
Yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
big sucker.
It's a big cleaner. It's overkill cleaner, which is awesome because it's going to feed that thing all the air. I think it's cool because it's new. Just depends on the look you want, but absolutely, you will need a retune on that bike, and we're excited to see that get in our hands. I think Robbie's going to send us one to play with too.
Oh, cool.
Charles, I think you're bringing the bike down to retune, right? You're just gonna get that stuff together and bring it to me. Give me a call. You can set that up. We'll probably need the bike for over a week. I think we talked about that already for bringing it down, but we'll get it done.
It's hard for us to fit dyno tunes into our schedule because we have 3 people full time doing engine builds and 1 dyno. So when you just come in for a dyno, the dyno is usually always booked. So if you can leave the bike with us, we can get it done. Because when we have an extra 4 or 5 hours where the schedule will permit, we can slide it in. But it's really, really hard to make an appointment for something like that. And it's not really in our interest when we have people waiting 3 months to get the work done for their bikes.
I had a guy call today.
Unfortunately, we have a weird problem.
I got a guy call today. He's like, "What do you mean you can't get me in for a tune?" I'm like, "You can, but you need to leave me the bike, unfortunately." He's like, "Well, what if I schedule in 3 months?" I'm like, "It doesn't matter. We're booked for 4 months.
Yeah,
Just
we're
leave me the
just
bike.
not
I'll
doing
work you
that.
in. It's just going to take some time." It's part of the game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep in mind the reason
Stefan,
that
how you doing,
is,
sir? Hope you got your bike ready
the
from Las
guys-
Vegas.
the guys that are building the bikes for you guys are the same guys that tune.
Yeah.
So if their hands aren't spinning wrenches or tuning what they just built, we can't, if they're doing that, we can't tune. But if they have that downtime in between, like say we book a job that's supposed to get done in X amount of time, they got 4 hours left at the end of the day, grab that next bike in line, tune it, everybody's happy.
Yeah.
That's how we're getting it done right now.
Bushmaster's asking about the S&S new kits. We have our 131 kit with Harley cylinder because the Harley cylinder is so strong. It's pretty much, it's a steel sleeve. It's a really stout sleeve. It's a proprietary patented design by Harley to have those thin spigots. The S&S new kits are the same cylinder they've been running on the 124, 128 kits, which is gray iron. It's just thinner. They're bored 4.320. Our kits are bored 4.313, so they're both 131s, even though they're marketed at a 132. It's nice marketing, smart on their part, but it just depends on where you are in budget and what you want to do for them. So I would call the shop, ask for Nick or Aaron. The number is 615-771-7775. You can find it on the website. Call these guys, go over what you're trying to do, what your budget is, and they'll steer you, because we can do one of those kits if you want. We're just going to go over the options on them. We're just not warrantying that kit from S&S, their new 132.
We just haven't seen enough of them to be able to say.
Mike, text me in the morning. Your bike's over at the warehouse, so it's hard for me to get over there, but if I can, I will maybe have one of my guys that go over there all the time for me, take some pictures of the bike. The powder coat came out great, so I'm looking forward to you coming home and checking it out. Blake,
there
what's
anyone-
up, buddy?
Anyone watching that has an MHP 45 cam, if you have that cam in your bike and we've tuned it, put some comments up. A lot of people want your feedback on that cam instead of just ours. So pop something up there if we built your bike and you have that in it and you're ripping and loving it.
People want to hate on that cam, but that cam is so good.
It is
Why
good.
would they hate on it?
Because it's so good. When you're up here, people just want to keep knocking you off all the time. It's part of the game.
Hey, that thing,
And-
it's got the mystery sauce on it. It is the best setup.
The mystery sauce.
Richard,
Yeah.
you're 107 with the
Sounds
redshift.
gross.
Give me a call and let's
You would
discuss
still eat it.
maybe going to that 485 cam. Let's also talk about your induction and maybe let's talk about your exhaust because I think there's maybe a little bit on the table we can get for you. Definitely, give me a call.
Lowrider AZ, he loves his Moonshine. 131.
Yeah,
It's probably got the ass eater.
That's
Eating
what
ass
it
out
does.
there.
no, that's our boy Scooter.
Yeah. No, that's not. That's
Who's our
I'm
boy
sorry, that's
Scooter?
not Scooter. Arizona is oh my god.
It's the black with
Yes,
yeah.
the badass bike.
Yeah.
I'm praying for it.
Brain fart.
Badass.
Sorry.
That narrows it
One
down.
131 and it was scary fast.
we're 13 hours
Well,
in right now.
that's-
Yeah,
that
it's been a
narrows it
long-
down too.
Nice.
It's a black Harley. It's fast. Oh,
It is black.
cool.
And it's a lowrider, so it's the best.
And the
Best of
gauge on
both.
top. Who was that? He was over here in Sid's side.
I'm sorry.
Edgar.
Damn it, man, he got me.
No Christmas card for you.
Yep, I'm done. I'm done.
Here, I got some water right here, buddy. If you
Oh, come on. dude.
Hey Edgar, have you been beat on that thing yet?
I would be surprised if it's anything other than hell no.
It's a
Someone
light
was
bike.
asking about brakes earlier, and they're like, "Hey, how do I upgrade my brakes?" So a
Oh,
lot of
God.
thing we see is customers buy a
Too
replacement.
soon?
source
Too soon?
Yeah, stock brakes. You got stock brakes still?
I put Galfers on there. I didn't.
Are they
pull
the
it.
stock size?
No. Yes, they are.
They are.
They are for
What-
now.
So when you do
Where's
that,
your bike right now?
when you put a stock size rotor on it, you don't get really any more performance out of your brakes. Maybe the rotor's a better rotor and it doesn't warp under heavy braking.
Correct.
But as far as additional stopping power, there's no additional stopping power in the same size rotor as you would with a larger rotor. So if you need more braking power, you got to do a bigger diameter rotor.
leverage.
And you need to, that would be step number one. Step number two is you got to buy a bracket to get your caliper out there. Then the next phase would be to go to a radial brake mount and have it on
Take
the
my
larger
car, let's
rotor
go.
as well. You know, it depends on your
Change my mind
setup.
again.
I'm ordering them tonight.
No, you're not. You're scared. You would already order them.
How am I going to win the race if I touch the brakes, Jamie? You know how
don't
this goes.
have to order them if they're here.
I know that's the worst part. Everything's in stock. This place is a snowball.
We'll just pay you in
effect.
parts this month. It's okay.
Mike's just going to hand me a check that says, "Here you go. I owe you."
Oh, right here. Chris Bradley.
That's your guy.
Yeah, 122 horsepower, 127 foot-pounds of torque. Very happy.
Yeah, I love it.
Very good.
He's running a Sawicki exhaust down there. You know, you don't have to do an injector with that cam, but it's an option. I mean, you can absolutely do a 5.5 on it. Not needed. We get the same horse with a stock injector out of those.
That's a great torque curve. 127 pounds of torque on a factory 114 piston. That's awesome. That's like 12K in a 110 back in the day.
And he did the injector too,
Took the
which we haven't
comments
seen a
off
whole
for
lot
you.
out of, but
We
They're
lost
gone
the
again.
comments.
He's over there playing solitaire. Randy, wake up, buddy.
Well, lately it seems like you guys have a lot of 143s on the docket
Next month or
135s
so,
and
we have a few,
143s.
yeah.
coming through the shop.
Softail 135.
Ooh, yes.
Fat Boy with BSTs on it.
Beautiful
That's gonna
bike.
be cool. I remember the first Fat Boy BST we did. We sent a rim to South Africa. And it took
For
like
a
a
year.
year.
Waited
Yeah.
a long time. And now we
Joe,
got
how's
him.
Joe doing?
Joe Jeffries. man.
Yeah,
Joe
where's Joe?
Jeffries.
He comes and goes.
He comes and goes.
It's cold out. He'll come out when it warms up.
Everyone's
Yeah.
like, I feel like this season is going to be big.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
I feel like there's a lot more bikes
And
out there in the
what,
market.
in 2 weeks too, got a big swap meet happening up here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Big
Next
swap meet.
weekend.
Yeah. So if you guys have
Next
takeoff
Saturday.
parts, bring them up here. Give me a big swap meet.
Carbon
Yeah.
wheels, let us know.
Cases.
Mark, we'll work for cases. You should come down here and start washing bikes, buddy. 'Cause it's like mowing lawns. Courtney Smith, how you doing, sir? Hopefully you guys got home good. Glad Gene trusted us with his bike on that stage too.
Oh, what's up, Courtney?
Yeah, he was here today.
Oh, he was?
Yeah,
I missed him?
He wanted us to tune his bike. I was like, we're still tuning tonight, 7:30.
That's his bike?
No. He
Oh.
wishes he couldn't get it in. I tried to make it work. but it
Dang, I'm
wasn't
sorry I
happening.
missed him. Dang it. I was at the machine shop honing cylinders. Oh man.
What's the best cam for a 114? MHP 485. I'll say it again. MHP 485.
Say it again.
MHP 485.
One last time.
Carbon fiber?
if you want to look at that, we have that on our site, shop.moonshineharley.com under MHP parts. You can see it.
There you go, Pro
if,
Charger.
if you want to get questions answered and get the whole setup too, you can call the shop. Nick and Aaron will make sure you have everything you need for that, and they'll ship you the parts. So sometimes it's easier to call them.
Way easier. Just call in.
Call in.
Yeah.
They'll go over the whole setup. We can pick out any parts you want, whatever pump you want, whatever lifter, push rod, and we can get you a custom
Powder
setup
coat
just for it.
options.
So call them to ship it to you too.
Dustin C, the Pro Charger.
Water meth.
We'd have to custom design a piston for that, right? To get the compression low enough to run a Pro Charger.
What, negative 0.5 would be okay,
Well,
right?
right now, Dustin, we're working on a turbo setup. We have some guys in Canada that have done a really good job and homework on their whole setup. We're going to be running it on a 135 where we've designed the piston, the rings, the cylinder for it with a turbo cam. And it's going to be running a different computer. And it's going to have the water meth injection on it and the computer set up to handle it all. The
That's
problem we
neat.
have with some of the water meth and flex fields is we don't have a really good computer yet to handle everything. But with the team we've built and that we started working with on the current turbo setup that you'll see this year, we think we've solved that to make the turbos run really nice and be able to put that water meth on them. That way we can turn the boost up and have the EGT numbers and just the motor happy. So more to come on that later this year. You'll see probably April, May, June, some stuff rolling through. One, we have a
I'm
Trash
excited for
turbo
that.
setup we're going to do with that, and then we're going to turn the new one on, get a bike built with it, play with it here in the shop, and then we'll release that to you guys with the numbers it does and some other stuff. But, putting turbo on that big cubic inch, there's 300 horse easy.
And I'm playing
With
on
water
my
meth.
personal bike. I am my own guinea pig on a standalone water meth controller, naturally aspirated, that runs off of the TMAP signal. So stand by for that too. We might see some of that.
I can't wait for that bike to be done.
Me too.
If you guys need rotors, if you want some aftermarket rotors for your bike, we do a really cool 320 millimeter setup. They're nice.
I
We've
can
never
get
seen a
300s
warped
on
one.
my
Call
bike.
Nick, call Aaron at the shop because you need some other parts you need. Very hard to get. And we have them stocked up. It took us a whole year to get back stocked up with like 20 plus sets. So if you need an aftermarket rotor and you're having problems or you want something really nice, we have some really cool stuff in stock, ready to rock and roll that are on a lot of the builds we talk about that you see on our YouTube bike overviews.
And Carl, I got your note on the question about the turbo cost.
Oh, Lord.
I'm adding that to my notes here for you when we talk tomorrow.
Yeah, and we'll have some stuff for you when we get that bike put together.
Yeah,
When are we pulling the engine out?
it's already apart.
Motors apart.
Can't part this week.
Okay, so we will get that guy.
Oh, Smith.
When is the assembly on that one?
Months.
TBD until the parts come back from
Yeah, we're out.
machining. We're out a little ways.
Yeah, so April, May. Let's take a look at that. There's a lot of cool stuff coming down the pipeline. What we have lined up for this year.
Some cool stuff coming.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah, I think we're very cool. Webster wants a different bike. Webster, yeah, let's do it.
Different
135.
bike? Yeah, we have the setup already done for a 135 turbo. So we'll talk about that for sure.
That setup for the turbo, we did a 135 because it has Darton sleeves in our CNC cylinder, which are stronger than any other cylinder we pretty much have or make from us or we've ever seen. And then we didn't want to bore the case out for a 139 or 143. We wanted to retain
Retain
some of the
strength.
case rigidity there to hold all that power together because on that setup, if we turn it up, it's 300 horse plus with water meth.
Kind of along the same lines why the 135 was the first nitrous candidate.
Yeah. And it's got its own piston designed for nitrous. It's a 20 negative cc dish piston. It's got turbo rings from Total Seal on it, and we have the 575 turbo cam done by an awesome pro stock cam designer. So really cool stuff. You'll see that stuff hit later
All
this
the
year.
boost.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot. Now the turbo's going to add weight. It's going to look funny on the side, but it's going to be a monster.
Who cares? Once you hear
Here's
that,
what it looks like. Yeah,
yeah.
Monsters don't always have to be pretty.
No, they
know.
never are.
they just work.
Yeah, it's gonna sound nasty. It's gonna be cool. Water meth in your tank, your bag. It's gonna be awesome.
Mark, do not touch any of our Turbo 135 builds, please.
Whiskey throttled traveler.
That's
We'll
Mark.
wash bikes for Turbo 135.
Tell you need that
And
like
do beer runs.
unobtainium gear case.
Yeah.
Hey, call us Monday.
Start tomorrow.
Add us a beer runs. Eric, you're any bike that gets a 128 with us that has heads, mandatory put an oil cooler on it. So your bike does. I would recommend doing an oil cooler on it. If it's within your means, do it. It's awesome. They're great for when you're doing slow riding or parade riding, but it's a mandatory thing that we like to do on the bigger bikes. If you're moving, it's not needed, but if you're going through hot weather, you're doing slow riding with the big cube, put it on the bike. It's not too much. It's like maybe $350.
You just got the fan today. If you're
I
here,
just
didn't
ordered the
you?
fan, yeah, for mine. Well, it's here in stock, but I got it.
So, what are you? Are we gonna be stock Nick forever, or is?
I'm on a 128. What more do you want from
No
me?
more stuff.
Have we
Yeah.
seen it?
He's modified.
It's in the garage, sitting there. I'm away in my head. It's gonna be about 2 weeks, and they'll be here. Some Street Fighters. What else do you want?
All right, just checking.
I know you're nervous and everything because you don't ever ride your Dyna anymore, but no big deal.
I mean, I will sit out.
Shots fucking
Now it's
fired.
fixed.
Here
I'm
we
good.
go.
Mike's asleep, or he's gonna
Wait,
come out
watch.
with his. Do you build a motor on the Dyna? It's just got a cam, right?
It's a 96-inch motor.
Oh, just a stock Dyna.
It's a 96-inch
Yeah.
motor.
Crap.
It is a 96.
I think it's got like.
It is 96.
It's got a
Custom
sideline.
piston. Some nice stuff.
It's got
in
high
it.
compression pistons.
Yeah, it's got some nice
Yeah,
stuff.
watch Mike's little 08,
Sportser heads
09
on it.
Dyna
Bring it to
kill
the
all of
track,
us.
man. Bring it to the track.
Mike works every Sunday.
I
He's
know.
here.
We gotta
He's
shake
like,
you loose.
way to-
Well, hey, his
Way to
rogue-
rub it in.
His roguelite just came back.
See, when
Oh,
all
yes.
you guys go to track day, the shit is a fan here. So if we do
We had
track
such a
day,
good
like
time
on
at
a
the track. He's
Monday,
like-
I'll be all over it.
So what he's saying is, I can borrow his bike while he's working. and
Yeah,
we
you can run
take
it. You can run it at track day.
Well, Jamie's like, no wheelies on the track. Whatever,
Oh,
Jamie.
you're rich.
Well, no, racing wheelie, but we're not going to do stunt wheelie.
The
down
clutch
track.
slipped. I had a peanut butter bar. My hand slipped off the clutch. So.
Rich
peanut
has the 485 cam in a trike. It's very rare that we do that.
Oh, yeah,
but
nice setup.
He rips.
The freewheeler.
And so we went ahead and did it. And yeah, that he says he's rolling
We on that
wheelie
one?
in third gear.
We need lights
That's
on
cool
these.
as
This
hell.
one, like I'm holding it. This
That's
one.
his wife's bike, right?
Someone was checking out the air cleaner and their
Right
things.
together.
Oh,
Yeah, super cool. This guy's coming out at the end of next month.
I think it's beautiful.
Really cool vent system. So both head bolts are breathing. They can breathe both sides. We have it run so it can internally breathe right back into the intake the way Harley-Davidson designed it. That's the way we prefer to breathe the
Beer
motors.
assistant?
There's lots of advantages of having vacuum pulling on your crankcase ventilation system. But if you are the guy that has to have the external vent, we have a plug here. You pull, and you can go external venting. We'll come out with that kit later.
Thanks.
And then there's a plug you put in the inside that makes it so it doesn't internally vent back into the throttle body. But really nice setup. O-rings on the back. A little more expensive air cleaner setup. Really well done. The guys at Frankenstein Engine Dynamics were able to run this on Flow Dynamics. These boys have this one here so we could test it, make sure we're not losing horsepower on some of these larger cubic inch motors we're doing. We're waiting for some filters to come in, some backing plates to be done, and these bad boys be ready to rip. We have a couple different front covers we're doing as well. So stay tuned.
64 mil and 70, right?
Yeah. And
Nice.
they're purpose built to do, horsepower as much as we can do. The backing plate is tapered to match the throttle bodies. They're just really well done. So more on these soon. Let us know.
Everything they touch is just so
Beautiful,
cool, man.
yeah.
Beautiful. The machining, the finish, all of it. It's just gorgeous.
It's nice, yeah. They crush it.
Someone's asking ballpark price. Do we got anything out there yet?
The filter's probably going to be, a little bit over $1,000 for the whole setup. So
Backing
it's-
plate filter and a top plate.
Yep.
It's hard to beat.
Yeah.
There's other guys out there for $2,000 for half that filter, so that's a
Really?
nice setup.
Wow.
We've seen
MJK is gone.
MJK
Yeah.
is gone.
He's
so
gone.
It's going to be
Yeah.
Kraus pretty soon, right?
Well, yeah.
It already is.
Yeah, Kraus took over MJK.
But I don't think he's going to put that 75-pound air filter on the bikes.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was crazy.
Yeah, it was that long. It's like a
Weighs
shoebox.
more than our pistons.
IRS has Screaming Eagle Extreme
Hey,
Breather. Yeah, he's like, I need it.
Edgar's getting it.
Yeah,
As soon as I see one that's ready to go, I'll phone you.
yeah, we'll have them available all black. We'll have some available in contrast cut. So stay tuned. As soon as we have them, they'll go up on the website,
bad.
and
I'm definitely
we'll do
getting
some
one of
videos on 'em. Maybe Mike will do a video.
I like videos.
Yeah, someone was asking the question on what handlebars were on the 143 cubic inch Road King that we did a video on. They're Trask handlebars on that bike.
New intake.
You would need a retune if we put the air cleaner. I mean, does he have to?
Not necessarily. Depends on what he's got now. If he's got a real good high flow air filter, he probably won't need one.
If
The adaptive fuel tables will take care of any of the discrepancies in the ECM.
Now, if you're going from a stock to like a heavy breather or a ventilator extreme, absolutely. But if you've already got, like, say, the ventilator extreme and you go to something like this, you probably be
SNS
okay,
Stealth.
right?
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Now, if you're particular, you can pay us and get a schedule.
Yeah, if you want the
retune it
most,
too.
if you want the most efficiency you can get out of the air pump, of course you need to retune it. But
From a safety perspective,
yeah, you should be okay
right?
if it's already got a good one.
Right. Man, unless someone's got some good questions, I think we're gonna wrap up the week.
Yeah.
Enjoy this new break room we have without being supervised by camera.
So
Oh, there's no cameras in here?
Randy, we've got like 2 or 3 videos coming out here in the next couple of weeks, right? We've got a bunch. I know we got the overdue one with Prestridge that we need to wrap up here in the next couple of days.
128.
We've got the nitrous build that Dane did all that awesome footage. So
128 pop-up
Ooh,
pistons.
GT2
We got video coming out with
Yeah.
that with the Ward cam, the MHP 588 camshaft. That video's coming out, and
20
then
mil.
Mike's gonna get back in the dyno and bust out another cam
we've got
comparison.
that cam shootout that we're still in the. We're doing it with the new series of cams because everybody's come out with better cams since our last series of
Years
videos.
ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
We get questions all the time
We're
about
still
them.
rolling, right?
It was longer than that. It was like fourth. When was that? That was like
Oh, our
2018.
First one, yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was
The
like
last one.
There's-
That was the stage 2 one, right?
Well, the reason we got to do the new videos, there's just a lot more cams on the market. One,
Yeah.
we got to show off the 485. We got to test some other cams. There's some other good cams out there on the market too. So we kind of want to show you what those do. We want to put them on the same bike with the same conditions, same exhaust. So we want to run it over and over and over and give you a really good comparison of what the market has to offer currently. You know, and maybe a couple of years down the road, we'll do another one. Stuff changes and it's changing fast. Man, appreciate all the support. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah,
so
thank
much.
you
you.
all so much, for real.
And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We love hearing from you guys. That helps
the
us.
term is smash the button,
Smash the button. Hit
which
it.
makes no sense to me.
Crush it.
I think you'd want to just put just enough pressure to make it go click, right? But whatever.
Hit your nitro button. Subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you. More to come.
Thank
Take
you.
care.